Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. Never mind, we're good. Oh, what? Hold on. Never mind, we're bad. Let's see here. Oh, I definitely am. Alright, no more of this. We're going back to the real business. Virgil Stokes. Who's not a ginger? Or ginger gameplay. How did I just get back from military base? That's what all this stuff is, I think. Oh, those are all loaded too. Hold on. I'll load this one as well then. Only makes sense. Yeah, I'm almost completely out of space. Leave that there for now. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, Virgil's back. No more back rooms, no more nothing. We're back to what we know. Although this area has been getting laggier and laggier. Today I was gonna go down to the Louisville border, see just how terrible it is. Surely it's not worse than this. Actually, you know, a good indicator. I should probably fix all this stuff. I'm not immediately crashing as soon as I start streaming. What a great driver. How you grind nimble? So you hold right click and you do this. That's it. That's the whole skill grind. So see, I just got a point there. It works better if you have like, this is Osiris old school RuneScape experience modifier, so it like shows you exactly when you get nimble. So you hover over it, it says 1350, and it'll randomly award you experience while you're in this stance. One of the, in my opinion, most painful skills to level. But yeah, you saw, so I just got a point there, and it's completely random. There's no, it doesn't have to do with you spinning, it doesn't have to do with you being around zombies, it's just holding right click. So yeah, it takes a while. That's why having graceful or any skill that pings nimble is pretty vital if you want to have a survivor that lives for a long time. Pain in the ass, you want to grind that? Yeah, I think honestly the worst skill to grind is reloading, because I'm veteran, right, which has a boost to nimble. So I'll just take, let's take 5 magazines. We'll do that as a little example here. So if I unload them all, which 5 times 15 is a number that's pretty high, I get no experience for unloading them. And then I'll load 5, 15, and I barely get experience. So you can imagine if I, you know, sat here and really wanted to grind it out, you could do that, but after you get to level 5, it really drops off. Yeah, there's some skills in this game that it just requires you to sit in a menu and keep looking over and over. Brain reloading. Yeah, I mean there's a mod for like tailoring and mechanics and a whole bunch of other ones that are like super grindy. And I'm talking strictly in the base game. They're just like some of the slowest skills to level overall. Mechanics, at least you can have the Carzone TV or the VHS. Oh, what am I? This isn't even the road. I don't need to take that one apart. I just keep running into this thing. Now that I actually have to use the road a little bit. Now that this area is fully safe, I don't really need this wall here at all. kind of confusing that light footing and sneaking are like almost trivial to get to level 10 compared to nimble, which is in the same skill tree, agility. Because these two I didn't even have to try really to get to level 10. You just gotta get a big group of them like this that you're kind of near and just be slightly out of their view distance and sneak around. You'll get experience like super easily. Oh, the dog chew Troy back here. I can only get one more. Oh, it's gonna turn all my lights off every time I come over here. Oh, I gotta get the TVs out of the back seat. Right. Hopefully this is enough TVs, but I don't know if I'll end up needing them right off the rip. I could just destroy this wall, but I think this is one of the safest walls to keep around. I kind of don't want to break it. Alright, what was that? That was... I should probably actually count how many TVs I got. I have 14. Only 12 across, so I have more than enough. But I have no way to carry 12 TVs at the same time. Have 56 nails. I should bring some nails down there, probably. Oh, I think I took my cooking pan down there, so I'll just have to eat it straight out the can. Give me a moment here. Walked right by that guy. Would be so nice if I could find a car this road. Bunch of junk. I don't feel like I've seen one of those treasure maps in a long time. Maybe they all already spawned. How's it going? Nice spear. I'm gonna constantly have these zombie noises behind me freaking me out. What's the plan today? On the way to the Louisville border. Right now, this is all uncharted territory. So, it's the farthest I've made it. There is like a border town coming up here. It's got some loot in it for sure. Wow, I didn't get that. That's shameful. There's a border town. There's also like a gas station with one pump up in one of these areas. It's been a while since I had a little rest. What's going on, Nick? Charting some new territory today. nice and cold, 25 degrees out. Even is that like a bank or something? Looks like a bank. Oh, there's a gun on this guy. With no ammo. I'll just leave it. Pretty unsettling just having to hear these guys like this. Oh, wait, he's got a sandwich in here? Hold on. Rotten sandwich. Sure, that's a good find for somebody. Not me. Yeah, there's the gas pump. Get that weight up back to 80. So this is the checkpoint. Don't think there's any loot in these containers though. There may be some in the top here. Yeah, there's nothing. As long as I don't get jump scared coming up. Go figure. I got tons of stuff. But I think I'll have to leave it here for now. M16. 2 M16s. Two red dots on both of these things. I'll just have to leave it for now. That'll just weigh me down. Is that a working car? No, they're both crashed. One of these guys looked like he had a helmet on, but I think it was just a tear. Double holster. Did I bring the suppressor? I did. Oh wait, there we might have just found our car. Well, never mind. On here. Some kind of helmet light. There's like the mining helmet that I think you can only have the light on that if you have like it modded. But that is like a rare item that's in vanilla. Once it fully snows here though, you'll have a white background, so it's a lot easier to see in the dark. Is there a mod pack or config for the type of gameplay with that amount of zombies? I have done every video I've uploaded on my channel. You can click on the description and I have the sandbox options. I will say it's you kind of want to really have a plan going into it, because your first like week using those settings are very important for being set up later on. Because once the 16x like really kicks in, they don't stop respawning. You have to be ready. Nightstick. Plus some military pants. What build do I recommend? I mean, I like veteran mainly just because for like combat, even melee, it's really good to never be in panic. And especially when you're dealing with this many zombies, you're going to be in extreme levels of panic if you do any other build. So, but I do veteran. I think another really important skill that people overlooked is handy, is that way you can have the maintenance boost. Because getting more durability out of your weapons, especially when you're dealing with this many, is pretty important. But yeah, that, and as long as you have some kind of boost to your nimble skills, another big one. I think up here there's another opening that I need to cover. How's it going? those are already damaged. I have a very powerful computer, so that's the main thing. If you're talking about PC build, I mean, I have like an i9 1290K and a 3080 Ti, so it's rather expensive, I'll say that much. Especially if you're not in the United States. There should be a bunch of loot here. Oh yeah. I really need to get a car down here now. Well, that's more than enough shotgun shells for me to deal with whatever I have to deal with at the border. But I'll probably have to light them on fire too. Chair right there, get some rest. Good potential for a PZ YouTuber. Yeah, I've had a lot of people say, I mean, it's only been recently I started talking in the videos. I just wanted to make sure that I was good at like editing and, you know, my videos were actually watchable prior to like, you know, mic spamming over whatever my content is. I just need to be more consistent is the main thing. But I mean, that's true for just about any YouTuber. Thanks though, it means a lot. Yeah, I got tons of ammo and stuff. I should fix the hole up here though. There's... oh, maybe it's not right up here. Oh, I did not see her. Gas mask to deal with corpse sickness. That's a mod. So Britas and like a couple other mods introduced that, but in the default game mode, the gas mask doesn't do anything besides give you a little bit of insulation if you're cold. But for the most part, corpse sickness, I just try to stay away from big piles of them, which is kind of hard to deal with when, you know, I have like an entire street just lined with corpses. Okay, so this I need to actually fix. I'll fix it at the end of the road here. Working mask. Yeah, there's a few different. There's that, and like even Britta's has like that added just within their mod. Oh, you're gonna see me now, aren't you? Yeah, I'm already playing without sleep in this game mode though, so, and that I feel like impacts the game a lot more than the corpse sickness does. But at the moment, corpse sickness just kind of makes me need to go back to my base whenever I'm spending too much time outside. Should get the trees from in here actually and not go outside. You're not sneaking up on me. We're good. Overprotective in your base? Are you talking about just the walls in general? But yeah, the walls are the only reason that I can really play with respawns. Otherwise, I'd have to like burn the outside of my base every day, pretty much. But the first 2 months or so of the challenge, I played without the walls because I had to build them first, and that was rather difficult. And there's a reason I have 13, almost 14,000 kills. Yeah, you don't get this far into the apocalypse without cracking a few heads open. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I like building in games. That's probably like the main reason I play this, honestly, is just so I can build stuff. Yeah, but any hole at all, like even if you have a gate like this, they can obviously break this down. You have to patch up every possible hole, otherwise they respawn everywhere. Oh no, this is a entirely different Virgil. I started just fresh. So he had zeros across the board, except I did give him a boost in Nimble. He was Nimble 3 when he spawned in. And also fitness and strength 10, obviously. I did not do push-ups in my room for months. But yeah. I mean, overall it's the same build from before. So I went long, blunt, and guns. I did have to grind carpentry all the way back up. But this time I finally did make it to 6. So I was able to make stairs, and that's opened a whole different book of possibilities for me. But I've just recently, as in like 2 days ago, I uploaded a video detailing the whole wall build all the way down to this border. And that took around 40 or 50 hours. But that's the reason I'm at Carpentry 6 now, mainly. Took a long time. I think you were in one of the streams from like a while, like a long time back, right? Take you to survive in this config. So the first time I tried to do anything like this, it was in a multiplayer setting with that culling, and that's a lot different. And then the next one was it's in a season 1 playlist on here, and that one ended catastrophically after 22 days. But you could say this is my 3rd or 4th try. But I'm also like a veteran player. I've been playing this game for a while. Yeah, I think it was like the very first when I just started building the wall. So there's been a lot of wall building since then. The Virgil Stokes lore. It's just building. It's all building. I'm almost getting to the point where I can make the better crates too. So my crates won't be these ugly like scrap crates. Which I don't know if I like. So like, yeah, the wall originally, I think you watched this part, and I've since then built all that. I've even took over this whole neighborhood, and this giant wall all the way down here. That took a long time. Yeah, I don't think it's annoying. I like building stuff. I get the dopamine from building walls. Give me that. Hold on. I should check what's out here before I seal it up. Oh yeah, no, every time I do a giant burn pile, like all these are just big piles of burn stuff. Like there's one over there too. I know, I like putting lots of scribbles on the map. It makes it look cooler. There's like nobody over here. I think this is the first time I've seen like the snow fully cover the ground, which may mean it's gonna stay like this for a while. I don't really need this generator because I already have like 20 of them. But it feels wrong to seal it outside. Or you can't see the road. Yeah. I mean, in fog, you like are almost required to just drive really slow. Or just not drive at all. Actually, I should just double wall this up. I mean, that seals that side. I'm just more scared about the end of the road here. I see in the chat, you know, I see you. Oh, I probably should rest. I keep forgetting. I'm not fighting as much in here, so I'm not... Oh, well, maybe I don't need to rest. Yep, we're on the way. I've had to leave a lot of the loot behind for now, just because it'll weigh me down. And my main objective right now is just to seal all the entrances. But it's been pretty chill so far. But usually with stuff like this, where they only have, you know, a few entrances to get in, it's a little bit more quiet because the zombies have to like path inside instead of just directly being spawned in. There is a cop car that I could get, but I'll need to get mechanics up to level 2 before I can even begin using that. Or maybe I do a little cheeky spawn as burglar and hotwire that. It is single player after all. How's it going? Wow. Never mind, you know, we're gonna put a pause on this checkpoint, you know, because come to think of it, I think doing the checkpoint with a helicopter, that sounds like death. That sounds like a bad decision for me. This is like quick though. 12-12. How is this how I start the stream? Instantly get a helicopter. Maybe the army knew I was on the way. They had to put a stop to me. Go for that military checkpoint. Not if I get there first. Oh no, I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the change of plans for sure. I mean, I could carry back some of that loot. I'm getting the strength down. Not yet. It's not my checkpoint just yet. My checkpoint's just the south wall. Well, I've got all this loot I gotta go through. Yeah. They'll just have a POV of me looking through all this junk. Oh yeah, I mean, it does kind of just go on for miles. Yeah, let's get all the ammo out of here. I don't really like the 1911. That 45 revolver is just kind of better than it. Walkie-talkies for electoral. I already got it to level 1, so I mean, if I wanted to grind a little bit more. Yeah, I just I mean, there's not a huge point in me getting to 3 for like the ovens and stuff, especially as a literate, because that's just gonna take a ridiculous amount of time, honestly. If I could read, I'd 100% still be doing it. Oh, that scared me. Yeah, if I want to grind anything, it'll be for mechanics at this point. Missed one mag. Is it a 1911 or a Stanag? Oh yeah, I'm not worried about 1911. If I'm gonna use in 45, I'm gonna use the revolver. The revolver, you don't even have to load mags. You just press R. You chuck the rounds in it. Like the 1911, in my opinion, is one of the worst guns because it jams and you need to load mags, and it only holds 7 bullets or 8 bullets. Or no, it's actually 7. It's overall pretty mid. So at least with the M9, you can load in 15 shots. Yeah, the heli is putting a stop to my plans for the day, but I'm pretty safe in here for now. I'm kind of not remember the vanilla stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of changes to... I mean, that being said, this isn't even vanilla either. It's Build 41 firearms, but it's like essentially vanilla. It's like the same mechanics for shooting at least. Yeah, the revolvers, I mean, in my opinion, the 45 revolver is like the best. It's either that or the M9. The M9 just jams, and that's the only negative it really has. The M9's great if you have, you know, like a backpack full of mags that are all loaded. But once they're unloaded, it becomes kind of a nightmare to go through them, and, you know, you're just clicking R over and over again and getting like 1 or 2 shots. if I can pick this up and not break it. No, there goes all the snow. Yeah, you end up with shells just all over the map, like maggots. I think it just becomes a little all-encompassing where once you have Britas, it's like the only thing you end up using. Like you don't ever have a crowbar or nothing on your back. But I know you can configure it and make it so that you're not finding AA-12s in your neighbor's garage. I just haven't experimented all that much with it outside of a couple playthroughs in multiplayer. Yeah, you could add the shells to the like items that it deletes though. That's probably a way around it. I'm leaving in the box. Some craft ammo? Those are only 10. I mean, honestly, I can just build some crates. Oh, and I'm like full. I can't even fast forward through all this because there's zombies like right next to me. Satellite dish. Hold up, what's this look like? We get the satellite TV today. Oh, I gotta put it on like a wall? Oh, okay, never mind. We have a reason to grind electrical now. I need electrical too. Yeah, electrical too, so I can watch satellite TV. Alright, what am I taking apart? That. M24. There's like hella guns in here. How old is my character? This one is 3 months, 4 days. And the one before him died exactly at 2 months. Else. There's got to be more radios and stuff in here. I think I can take that apart. I didn't even see how much experience that gave me. How do I have so many skills maxed? I mean, these ones are really easy to max out, but I have XP multiplier at 1. Light-footed and sneaking, you just need to get like a big pile of zombies somewhere remotely close to you, and then you sneak a little bit. It takes, honestly, like a day to do those, but these ones I spawned in with. Peek that. Speedrun sneak. Oh yeah, no, that one is... Yeah, it's kind of dumb how quickly you can do that versus, I was just talking about this earlier, how long it takes you to do nimble. Like, oh, I will never max out this nimble skill. But yeah, I spawned with fitness and strength mixed. Because those ones are like, I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty grindy with how I play the game, honestly, but I'm not that grindy to do that every run. Okay. I mean, that was alright experience. I think it's gonna take me a while to get to level 2 electrical. I really don't like having all these guys just around me. I have some extra skill books mod, normalize nimble XP. Yeah, that's, I saw that one where it doesn't make it random. I should be actually, because there are some secret broadcast stations. I mean, it's long since I won't be able to hear them at all. Yeah, they're all dead. Start out with nimble 3. Yeah, if you have the... So something that not a lot of people know is that if you look at like a skill sheet like this, the color of like the name actually indicates the multiplier that you have. So all the ones down here, you can see how like they're like gray. That means it's 0. And then if they're slightly less gray, you have the plus 75. And when it's white, you have plus 100. And when it's yellow like this, you have the max, which is 125. So that's a little secret tip that not a lot of people know. Does the no respawn thing work with the Louisville gates? Yeah, you have to... I mean, I'll show you the gate over here that I just did. But as long as the whole entire perimeter of whatever you're working with is sealed, nothing can respawn. But basically everything outside of the gates is just free for them to dump as many zombies as they want on me. Where am I at? I'm in the Louisville border right now. Yeah, I'm in the wall. Like the, not my wall, but the wall that's like just there in the game. Yeah, so if you are just coming into Louisville, it's right over here is typically where a lot of people enter, which is right by the water. And the wall kind of snakes around this way and links up with this path right here. And I'm right there. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I've been trying to keep consistent with the uploads and streams and stuff. I know people want to see more. How do I go primary? Let's see. Do you have a special station? No. How big is the wall? So you mean like the Louisville wall or the wall that I made? Because I'm still, this is the first time I've even been over here, so I haven't drawn it up yet. But here. I'm pretty safe here. So my wall starts over here, then I built it up to this neighborhood. And I stretched it all the way down to this road, and this road here is the Louisville border. So yeah. This section is one. So in theory, I have to do all the work that I did again, all the way up to here, and then I'll have it all blocked off. But my first, or I guess the goal that I'm trying to get to right now is clearing out everything down here, because there's a couple holes I gotta patch up before that's all good. But yeah, pretty much any wall. I'll go down here so you can see. Along here that has these gates like this, these gates can get smashed. And even when they're open like this, that means that it's just free for them to spawn in. But as long as I close up and don't leave any holes, then we're all good. The mold on the compost bin. Yeah, it's really useful. I do think they're gonna remove that in build 42 though, so use it while I can. I think it's a fun mechanic, but I don't think a lot of people will agree with me. The amount of metal for these is mind-boggling. But oh, these fences are just natural. Like this is just the Louisville border. I didn't build this. But I linked my wall up to it so that way I could use it. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go back for now. Mainly because it's getting dark and I didn't really take a lot of food with me. Yeah, all these walls, this is just how the map is. The default base map. Like if you get down to the border here, it's kind of like how the military tried to like firebomb and clear out all the zombies. I mean, I wouldn't want to take these fences. These fences are like impenetrable and you can't even climb over them. They're like some of the best fences in the game. But yeah, this whole area is like firebombed by the military. Oh no, I didn't build this. I mean, I'm about to go back and you'll see the area that I built. But honestly, it's probably about, the stuff I built is about as long as this one is too. I just don't have a car for this section, so it takes me a little longer to get through. But yeah, we'll see it in a second here. Yeah, this is like the first time that I've even kind of been in this section. I kind of want to grind mechanics so I can get that cop car, but I don't know how long it'll take me to get that to level 2. Yeah, it takes, I mean, it's nice to, I mean, I personally like to stream it that way. It keeps me a little sane, you know. That way I'm not just sitting here by myself building walls, you know. I got someone to talk to. But yeah, I do agree it takes a little while. Something that saved me a lot of time, though, is that you can tie up the logs. If you have rope or sheet rope, you need 2 of them. You can tie up logs into bundles, and that makes them weigh a lot less, and they're a lot easier to move around if you're doing a bunch of building. Yeah, but this section here, I'm just getting into is what I've all built. And I built this little checkpoint here as well. That way I have something to come back to. Of course, now I'm probably gonna end up going back all the way to my original base, so I can restock on some more food. New plum move sinks. Yeah, as long as you pick up, you just need a pipe wrench, and you can pick up any sink. It's like always a 25% chance that it'll break though. It's kind of RNG. Yeah, but this whole section is double walled. They can't spawn on here either. No, you definitely can. I mean, that's how I did it. That's probably a mod. I think there won't be too much questing until NPCs are around, which, judging by how fast they're rolling out these updates, that won't be for another 10 years. F for headlights. FPS check. Oh, I can walk out here and zoom out all the way. It's gonna be really low. Let's see. 27. 26. Yep. It's I mean, if I zoom all the way in, it gets a little better, but yeah, there's a lot of items, there's a lot of zombies, and you know, that slows stuff down. I probably should take a lamp over there, as much as I like using the TVs for light. Yeah, as I'm putting more items down, it's, you know, it's intentionally making it slow. Yeah, so the TVs never actually have to be changed, and also it's just for swag. I don't know. I wanted the base to look different from everyone else's base. We can't all do the same thing. Yeah, but I still have a lamp here, and it honestly does light the room up a lot more than any of the TVs do, but ain't there a light bulb sandbox option in vanilla? Yeah, but I just have it on default. I mean, there's a lot of sandbox options that I could change to make my life easier, but then I wouldn't have to take all these light bulbs on. Did I stock the store? Yeah, originally it was, I mean, you can see it's Candytown, USA. So it was just a bunch of candy. But now I've kind of taken over and put a bunch of ammo and other stuff on these shelves. These shelves are actually kind of bad because they only have 20 capacity. So they could be better. Like if I were just metagaming, I would smash them all and just build crates. But I think these look cooler. And plus, if you have all the stuff on the shelves like this, like I'll put them on the floor so you can, it kind of stocks them up. I think it looks interesting. Oh, I took those carrots out and they immediately started rotting. It's not a good sign. I think that's just going to be the case for all these carrots. All the stale ones. Yeah, the space looks a lot different than how it does with nothing built around it. Where are those rotten carrots at? Loot respawn? No. You can change that in the sandbox settings, but default it doesn't respawn. That is a problem though if you do use containers like this that are in the base world. So if you had that enabled, all of these shotgun shells would get overwritten with candy or whatever would spawn on here. So that's typically why I don't play with it. I probably should not just be dropping even more items on the ground here, especially. Yeah, as much as I do like my big pile of cans, I probably will need to put them somewhere else at some point, because it's getting kind of slow. Move the containers and they would remove the loot respawn. That's true, but I mean, I also just, I don't know, I'm hit or miss with how loot respawn would kind of affect this playthrough. Because with it on, it makes sense in like a multiplayer setting, but in single player, that would mean I could just camp like military locations or like a grocery store. Is there a garbage can? Yeah, that's honestly something I should probably have. I like putting the trash on the floor though. It makes me feel like I've lived for a long time. And maybe Virgil is just a big time polluter. I mean, he is barbecuing on the deck, which is a lot of landlords won't let you do that. So I think Virgil just doesn't follow the rules. That is probably something I should find. Put that off for a while. Let's go find a trash can. .24 FPS. Yeah, I mean, it's also just a matter of there being so many zombies around too. So I know they're not on screen, but you can look outside and they're just like all outside of the walls. Over here especially, because I spend so much time over here and I have like a generator running, they really like to kind of come over here. And there's the party house too, that's right over here. Back of any store. Yeah, that's where I was gonna look. Yeah, but the party house here is always full of guys. I'm pretty sure you can delete items with the garbage can. There's one right here. Yeah, delete all. Is it game server setting? Yeah, I think it's on by default though. Like I didn't change this to enable it. But I can see how, like on a server, some people would use that for like roofing. And some twigs over here I could get rid of. And I know you can make spears out of these tree branches, but I honestly have crates and crates full of tree branches, so I'm just gonna delete them. I mean, I could get, there's an antique oven I could have. I just have too many of these things. So give me a second here, guys. Be back in like 2 minutes. Alright, my bad, my bad. I'm back. Yeah, that's I'm starting to realize I should probably clean up a little bit of these items. I'm gonna leave the cans, but there's some stuff like these carrots that I don't need at all. There is actually, well, now that I'm deleting it all, there is an antique oven I could go grab. I'll need some more space in my inventory to be able to do that. Let's do a little temporary store. What can we put away? All this in there. You hate farming? Yeah, I mean, it's not even really that good for calories to begin with. I think I need to start trapping, because I think they kind of balance the game around in terms of calories. You farm and then you use what you get from farming to trap. That way you can kind of maintain weight. But I feel like I have to eat so much to even do that. Yeah, I was trying to get fishing going. That's why I spawned in, if you've seen the most recent video. I have a second character, Ronald. But with it being December is like the worst month to be fishing. I don't even think you can catch fish unless you fish in that dawn or dusk hour. And food in a game to last, yeah. I mean, it also depends on if you're playing with... there's like the people that play extremely low loot, or... That doesn't apply to me though. I have it set to common. But that's mainly just because I can't explore the map like a normal playthrough. Yeah, but there's a little fishing spot over here that I can use now. One of these houses over here has, I think it's the right one. Yep. Also, it's 40 out of 25. That. So the chances of running out of food is, yeah, I mean, on the regular, even if you're playing single player, there's so much loot, man. I mean, you saw at my base, like it's just full of canned food, and I haven't even, there's so much canned food in even the houses that I'm passing up. I have too much. That being said, canned food isn't really that high in calories. So it does take quite a bit to gain weight if you're not cooking butter along with it. I honestly don't even need the propane grill if I have this now. Who doesn't eat butter with their beans? Is that actually a Russian thing? I thought beans was like putting beans on like everything was a British. Like beans and toast. What is that terrible noise? Oh my, it's out of gas. Well, I have to walk with my oven now. Southern thing? I mean, so if you mean like southern United States, yeah. I mean, they put butter on everything. Yeah, I think it's the gas, but I don't know. Sometimes you just hear like really nasty car sounds. Yeah, I thought my wheel was like falling off or something. Cornbread northerner. Would you say Kentucky is the south or the north? Like a borderline state. Okay, west south. How much gas do I have? I mean, the gas station is in the zone, so it's just down right over here. So in theory, a lot of gas. Why can I not install this? I'm clicking. Maybe is there an item on the ground? Oh, I might need to take the hammer out or something. They're limited, but I've never ran out of gas. You can edit the amount, but I always just leave it at like the default, which ends up being a ton. When you hit Ohio, I mean, that's where I'm from. I don't even think I have that like huge of an accent in any direction. I need to drop like all this on the floor. What is going on? I can't do like anything with this. LeBron James. You're not saying that's how I sound. LeBron James. Maybe, what do I have to do? Alright, I'm not deleting the oven, but okay. Yeah, I hope that's not how I sound, but Who knows? As one of many 3-branch crates. I put it in here. But I think if I take all my building stuff out and put it in this side. And then I put it on the floor. I take this. I put the secondary, I pick it back up. The things you have to do in this game. Put it back in my inventory. Now I can build it. I just need to pick up all the stuff I randomly threw around. Alright, that's good. Let's make more trash. This will give me a total of like what, 2 FPS more. Maybe I should leave it up to a vote if I should get rid of all the bottles. I definitely can't get rid of the guns and stuff in here though. Those have to stay. Oh, those guys that like barely have, well, that looks like 10 FPS. How they're walking. I feel like my game's even slower after doing all that. Pretty good. I just put the antique oven in. I was trying to get some of these items put away. Just because people were saying the FPS is pretty low, and I'm agreeing with them. Well, it's still at 27. Yeah, I think it's just how many items and also the fact that it's 16x. I don't know if there's really a way around it. It's only really here too, but that's just because I have like everything over here. I should probably get more food before I go back down. Let's grab some cereal. 2 things of cereal, that's probably good. Well, I'm also playing on like the most like problematic settings possible and putting items everywhere, and you know, there's like a lot of stuff that I'm doing that I could easily alleviate. And it's only really here, so if I go a little farther down away from having all that stuff loaded, it's not as bad. Right now I'm at like 40. They did say in build 42 that they're gonna have some kind of stream lag or game lag. No, I mean, if you mean like input lag, it feels fine. Yeah, like it should be fine now. I'm at over 100. Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's just the nature of the 16x when I have a lot of stuff going on. Like if I'm in that area and a helicopter is going on, I'll get 8 FPS. Just 8. I did say I was going to bring a lamp, and I did not bring a lamp. Yeah, I'm at the 120 FPS now, so it should be crystal clear. Ironically enough, the Louisville border is easier for me to run that random little neighborhood. How's it going? Just down at the border. Clearing and building. You mean the sandbags? You can do the sandbags. Sandbag wall? That's the info. 3 months, 5 days. Almost 14,000. Getting sandbags is a little bit more wacky than getting planks, though. I'll agree with you there. So you have to find them in like a warehouse. 20,000 kills. I would have over that if I didn't die. So I died at 15,675. So I would have been at, what, around 30k? Yeah, but depending on how chaotic this border is, maybe see a big jump here. Travel back and forth. Yeah, that's why I wanted the cop car, but I would need to get my mechanics up to hotwire it. Which, being illiterate, that takes quite a bit. I do think I have another car zone VHS that I should... Has this guy got a party hat? The helicopter definitely kind of stirred this area up a little bit more. Yeah, an ATV would be nice though. Now, being literate would help a little bit, especially for mechanics. So I think even if I have all 3 car zone VHSs, I don't think you can get to level 2 being illiterate. Unless you spawn as mechanic, maybe. Well, am I not exerted at all? Almost level 7 sprinting. There is like one more kind of walled off town up here, and it does have some military loot in it. Should be coming up here pretty soon. I think this is the farthest I've been so far. Yeah. That's a little sketchy. Oh, it's very sketchy up here. Hey, I don't like that. I'm gonna cut these trees down. I hate all these noises I have to hear while I'm doing this. You building this fence? No, this fence is just part of the map. But it effectively is part of my fence now. Yeah, this is just the Louisville border. So these fences are impenetrable. You can actually attack zombies through them with a spear or a knife. Yeah, it sounds like they're... Yeah, that's why I'm sketched out, because I don't know if they're coming from behind or... I mean, in theory, everything behind me should be fine. That's why I'm not super afraid. Tree slapping. Somebody actually told me pretty recently. Oh wait, no, I think you did comment about this, but yeah, they mentioned that cutting them down. So if I do it like this way, with the right-click cut tree, it takes like a lot more exertion. But that being said, even if you do cut them down like this, it's actually, you can like cancel the animation and get lumberjack speeds. Like I'm just like tapping W. So that was with canceling it, and this is the default. So it's like a lot quicker to do it that way. But that way it uses a lot more exertion versus doing it this way. Wood chipping mode? Yeah, no, you had commented on it, that's what I was saying. Did I start heavyweight? I started just default. I started with these skills though, if that's what you're asking, like strength. Strength and fitness is always an S tier pick. Unless you're doing a 0 to hero and you just want to be weak for fun. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut down a lot more trees than just this. I mean, that's probably good enough for now. More friends. So if you sit down, you can get rest. This only weighs 2, this piano stool. It's the lightest possible sitting item that you can find in the game. But if you, I don't have like an endurance right now. If you sit down and rest at the same time, it regains a lot more stamina. Because they like compound together. Yeah, it's better. I mean, it wasn't winter when I spawned in. Yeah, but if you do any like 6 months later or anything like that, it's better to be obese or overweight. Because, as you can see, I'm like constantly losing weight. This is probably the town up here, yep. I'm still overweight. I'm gonna get rid of the X. Yeah, when you're a high level, you get a pretty good crit multiplier. Okay, see if I put this chair down, I can right-click rest and right-click sit down. Regain stamina pretty quickly. But that, along with having a high fitness level, you get endurance back pretty quickly. Oh, there's a ghillie guy in here. I was talking about how rare these are, and now I've found 3 of them. And oh, a ghillie and a katana in the same house. What is this? Like crazy house. You're from Brazil, welcome. Magic house, yeah, I know. You need to find more houses like this. Check it for loot. I need to find a container to put this stuff in because I can't really carry all it right now. I'm getting pretty heavy. Maybe zombies, this window trick work at the same time? What do you mean, like the... Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I plan on uploading and streaming a lot more. As long as Virgil's around, we're keeping the world alive. Alright, I should actually check inside the house, though. What's in here? Nothing cool. Bunch of rotten stuff. But you running on fumes, we'll take it. MP5, some cool stuff in here. Canned food? Yeah, but I already have a ton of canned food, and especially in that neighborhood that's like closer. I mean, I'll eat some sardines. Eating beans. I'm not that. I mean, I am losing weight. You're right. I mean, I should just chow down while it's here. No canner, no none of those to eat all the stuff that I can just open with my hands. Let's not forget any of this. Right there. MP5. Yeah, I just can't open... I don't have the can opener. I don't take one with me anymore. First drawer? You guys got some eagle eyes. Or maybe I'm just entering my blind streamer arc. Common sense mod. Yeah, I'm playing with the illiterate mod. Where I'm actually illiterate IRL. I can't even read that it's a can opener, I just have to look at the picture. Alright, we'll eat the high calorie stuff. Which is like, what, the peas? I can open the tuna with my hands. Eagle Eye Eddie? Nobody calls you Eagle Eye. What do you mean? You just made that up. How many hours do I have? I have like probably 1,100. I think I was at 1,099 when I started the stream. So I've played this game maybe a little bit more than average. I feel like most people that play this game have a lot of hours too. Have you played PvP? No, I've only really played PvE multiplayer. do like PvP games. I don't know how much it would be as fun in this game, because it's all the perspective where, like, if you hide on a tile like this, then nobody can see you from, like, this direction. Or if they're, like, outside. Like, if I'm far off like this, they can hide anywhere in those tiles, and I don't know, it's a little iffy. Maybe I just need to try it. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Want some more military. Big old backpack for me. That secondary, all that stuff in there. Funny, it took me so long to actually find a military backpack like this, and now I got 2 of them already. Oh, I just said is 1,100. I mean, if I got Zomboid Steam tab, I have 1,100.7. So I played this game for like a day or 2. Longest game is, I think, RimWorld. It's RimWorld I have like over 2,000. I have 3K. I can't play like you, bro. I mean, it's all just comes with experience. You just challenge yourself every time. You'll get better. Oh, without boredom. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have pretty good endurance when it comes to doing like mundane stuff over and over. But I like seeing progress. That's something I like. RimWorld. So it's like a colony builder. You have like a bird's eye view and you can build stuff. Play Romero's Legacy. I don't. Is it a mod pack? Well, I think they're gonna have to just break the wall down there. Now he's out. And all the military loot. Oh, there's definitely some more ammo and junk in here. Lots and lots. Yeah, that's another trip home I gotta do. I have 200. There's no way you've seen the whole map. The map is huge, man. But yeah, I mean, it can be when you're a sandbox game and you don't have like an objective just sitting over your head. Sometimes it can feel like you're already finished. There's so much to explore on this map. Ten mule. Yeah, I'll get as much of it as I can in here. I just know I'll be leaving some stuff behind. I mean, even so, I haven't even started like thinking about what's at the checkpoint. In real life? Is Muldra a real city? I don't actually know. I mean, I've been to Kentucky a whole bunch. My family lives in Harlan, Kentucky, which you have no reason to know where that is, but like a small town in the middle of nowhere. But it's pretty much exactly like Zomboid. Minus like the burnt houses and the zombies. Maybe just change over Gigamart to be Walmart and Pizza World to be Pizza Hut. It's pretty true to real life. So I definitely don't have everything researched. Yeah, I mean, the map is huge. Like, I've played 100 hours on this save, and I've only been in this city, which is like a tiny, tiny part of the map. I haven't even made it into like the big part of the city either. Yeah, I'm already full. Change, you guys have iron gate, iron door, big fences. Oh. Yeah, we don't have defenses like this in real life. But as much as zombies being a threat in the game, it's not as much of a threat in actual Kentucky. I think people are more worried of kudzu growing everywhere than they are zombies. Kudzu is just overtaking the entire state of Kentucky pretty much, which is a plant from Asia. Why can I not grab this? Oh, it weighs 29, that's why. Put you on the ground. There we go. Yeah, if anything, I think the most zombie-proof nation is probably like Brazil. They got like bars and stuff on all their windows. Lots of walls. I don't know, what else would be zombie proof? Or maybe Switzerland, because Switzerland has like bombs and stuff on all their bridges. They're pretty ready to quarantine everything. As a Brazilian, I'm right. I've seen more than one picture of Brazil. Yeah, you guys kind of have like a Dying Light kind of build going on. Or if you could like parkour over all the roofs. And you could just live forever. Eating your canned food and stuff on top. Oh yeah, I mean, there would be a million guns in Kentucky for sure. I don't know what Brazil's gun laws are like, but judging by how strong the crowbar is in this game, I don't even know if you would need a gun. Being close to one another, only in favelas. Yeah, I mean, I know Brazil's like a big place, so it's not all of it's not a city. Yeah, I've never actually been. I've only just seen videos and pictures and, you know. I don't think the whole country of Brazil is like the favela map in Call of Duty. Louisville's pretty big. It's, I mean, big cities in Kentucky are like Lexington, Louisville. I don't think they're going to add any more actual cities to the game. I think the current map expansion for this game is like all fictional. Don't have many guns. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I would end up using the crowbar if I was in Brazil. Crowbar or a machete or something. You know almost the whole map by heart. Yeah, I mean there's but there's so many like little places that almost nobody goes to. Like there's entire towns like in this section of the map, or there's that Ekron one kind of in the middle right there. I've never even been to those towns. Every Walmart has a gun stand. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean there's also just like, I think there's only 5 or so gun stores in the game, in the base game, whereas like I could just drive like a mile in real life and be at a gun store that isn't Walmart. And they have way more guns than... Oh, is that crowbar right there? Too bad I can't get it. Improve existing landmarks. Yeah, I saw that Muldra police station is going to be a lot beefier than just like a one-story kind of thing. That police station did feel kind of wimpy, like there wasn't all that much in it. I wonder how ominous these checkpoints are going to be though, because right now I think there's only This is like one of 2 watchtowers in the whole thing. I feel like they're gonna make the Louisville checkpoint like a lot bigger, considering how much like work they're putting in. Well, the revolvers and the pistols are pretty good. I will agree the shotgun is definitely the best. Double barrel or the pump shotgun, JS 2000. But for just dealing with like a couple, you know, groups of 3 or 4, you know, pistol's pretty good. It's a lot quieter than the shotgun too, that's the main thing. Yeah, it's not the best. I mean, if you're dealing with like a, you know, big horde of them, shotgun's really the only option. Shotgun or Molotov. But if you're just kind of doing like a crowd control, you know, deal with groups of 3 or 4 at a time, the revolver's pretty good. Yeah, I think currently the most useless weapon is just the bolt action rifles. So unless you have a giant fortification like me with like walls and stuff, and then a huge watchtower that kind of overlooks them, they don't really have a use at all. Outside of like maybe playing... Oh, did I just... Please tell me I didn't hurt myself. No, we're good. I mean, that was risky. Yeah, I do have a mod that adds the silencers and stuff to the game, so... I just lost my hat, though. Where'd that go? Who is it before here? Have you tried those mods that have pitfall traps? You mean like the spike trap? I have seen it. I know what you're talking about, but I've not tried them myself. Yeah, as for like controlling what's around the base, I mean, it really, I have to just kind of let whatever is outside of the wall be how it is. There's not a whole ton of stuff I can really do to mitigate the spawns. Now, what do I have to do to get both of these in my inventory again? That. Oh, I think I had to drop water on the floor, didn't I? There we go. I mean, it could be helpful. I just think that would require me to go outside of the walls and replace, because I imagine those spears that you have in the trap break over time. And since they just respawn infinitely, it would be kind of for nothing. Because currently I could just kill everything outside of the walls and they would just come back. Oh, it only kills one? Yeah, that would be a lot of work. I mean, it would give me a use for all these giant piles of sticks that I have. And now we have the low FPS gameplay coming up. Bit of work, but I'm not mistaken. You can make. Yeah, I think I don't know if the trees actually grow after you've cut them once. I'm not too sure because I cut most of that path out and it's not regrown. And I have the speed that that stuff regrows at, like the max possible. I think if it just grows once, then you're good. Or at least that seems to be how it is. I'm not certain on that though. So don't take whatever I just said for fact. I think at the moment any of the traction loss I get is mainly just from the snow. Because those little tiny trees, they don't really slow you down. I do have a short though where I say I'm going to cut down a tree and I can drive right over it and I instantly drive into it and it stops me. So there's a lot of stuff I've been wrong about. Man, I really got to get some more space in here. Because I am running out. Let's see. Oh, my katana too. This I do have to put. That was a really lucky find. I find it in the same house as the ghillie guy. I'll just put these here for now. I don't know. What do we think? I think I might end up just making a hole in the wall down there. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'm losing a lot of time having to run back and forth every time. I don't know what I did with my sledgehammer though. Or I think I might have left it down at the border actually. I'm just making my base more and more disorganized. This is empty. want to take this one down because I can move the TVs along with it. Yeah, but this whole area, it's just, these are just bushes, so you can drive over bushes pretty fine. They do probably slow you down a little bit. Welcome back, Mr. Plank. You can't watch it? Oh, you don't like seeing all the disorganization? Yeah, it's mainly just, I'm limited by storage space. So I'm just kind of having to put a lot of stuff on the floor. Okay. Sledgehammer. Mr. Katana. Soon enough. As in, like, years. Yeah, there's, the side, like, houses, or the side stores that I could expand into. Maybe I'll do that after I have to come back again. It'll be... It goes plank, then it goes to hammer, then it goes to crowbar. Or hand axe, I think, then crowbar. Right now, the sketchy moment of breaking this. There's got to be some kind of progression. Yeah, we're committed. I mean, this is all locked here, so. It's mainly just because it takes me so long to traverse this, like, back and forth on foot. Been playing a mod, Kingsmouth Island, 16x respawn. I think that, isn't that the one where one of the houses is, like, just infested? It's just, like, terrible inside. I've seen a couple other people play on that one. But I tried doing, one of the challenge things, that I saw other people do yesterday, and it was not very challenging at all. So maybe I'll have to try it off stream and see if it actually puts up a fight. I think I'm just so used to playing 16x respawns that, like, anything less than that, it feels too easy. Well, I play like a noob for my first 2 runs, and then once you get something going, I think as long as you kill them fast enough as they respawn, it's pretty easy to deal with. I don't know. I'll have to do it off stream, because if it doesn't end up being that challenging, I can get bored pretty quickly. That's what I was feeling yesterday. I was falling asleep doing some of those challenges. Yeah, this is Virgil. You don't remember this? But yeah, if I close this section, it's like the same as the fences before. It's just if I open this while this isn't closed, then that opens pretty much everything all the way to there, because I don't have any doors blocking anything. I haven't patched that one up yet. Yeah, I made it down to the past the town with the gas station that's burnt and into the actual checkpoint town. But I haven't made it to the drivable checkpoint yet. Animal Canal? Yeah, I have to raise and lower the levels of the water to get through. Yeah, I haven't done any... I mean, I've just done clearing and stuff so far, but as you can see, it takes me like a while to get there if I didn't have a car. There was a cop car that I could get, but I would need to hotwire it. I wonder if we'll see Panama map for this game. Venice would be another interesting one. All the water. No, I still can't, I mean, I think I have another Car Zone VHS that I could probably watch, but I don't think I would get to level 2. Okay, that needs to change. Can't have that car in the middle of the road. Backpack spaces mod. Does it like just add more space? Or like, oh, you mean like, you probably mean the one that puts like the water bottles and stuff on the sides, right? Yeah, I'm doing mostly vanilla. I wonder if I can, 1.6. Yeah, that's what I did last. So in the first season of this, I actually made it to a VHS store and managed to get all of them. That's around where I ended. Alright, how can I tow this without boning myself? I think I might have already done that. I mean, right here is probably fine enough. On the side of the road. Use illiterate. Yeah, I gotta have the Giga Chad run. Illiterate dumbass. I mean, I kind of wanted it to be a combat-oriented playthrough. And that just gives me 8 extra points to dick around with. And not many people play with illiterate, so I thought I'd be different. That's all about this run, is I just wanted to do all the mechanics that nobody else uses. Yeah, it can be, I mean, the annoying thing is, like, you get locked out of stuff like the fishing rod. You can't reline it. That's pretty annoying. And, what else is bad? Generator. I mean, generator, I had to do the more traits and actually add that. Generator is a huge one, which makes it pretty unplayable. Oh, I haven't even started tailoring. I mean, like, I've probably ripped up some clothes, so I have, like, 0.9 experience, but I'm not even going to touch that skill. Like, very early on, I had some people telling me, like, oh, you should put patches on your clothes for protection. It's like, you know, I could, but I don't really know how useful that would be. Alright, what are my options here? There's certainly a lot more spawning now. Leveling any skill? Yeah. There's not a ton. I mean, getting into carpentry level 4 isn't awful. But getting to carpentry level 6 is pretty. I mean, you saw how big the wall is, so. Yeah, it's only one. It's 10 more carry, or 10 more capacity. Whereas, if I get to level 7 carpentry, I can make the 60 capacity ones, which will help a lot more out. Yeah, every time I go back to my main base, it's like 20. What was I saying? 26 FPS, which with 3080 Ti is like pretty miserable. That just means there's not really any better experience. They did say in build 42 that they're gonna have some FPS optimization. Farming and carpentry, yeah. You could, yeah, I mean, even carpentry, the only reason you can max it is because I spawned, like, a bunch more nails in. Because without nails, you'd have to make the log walls. And that would be, like, extremely miserable. No, I would have to start a new run. Which, when build 42 drops, if it ever does, you know, I'll probably just do like a regular apocalypse run for a little bit so I can, you know, play with the new mechanics and not have to worry about 16x the whole time I'm playing. But after that, I'll definitely go back to 16x. Disassemble all the neighborhoods. Yeah, that's... I haven't even done a whole lot of disassembly this run. I've just been doing building, but... You're like a mega grinder, maybe. Okay, it's gonna suck up here, actually. Over that. What do I do with my axe? Please tell me I didn't drop it. Oh, it's in my hands. Let me catch up on you guys. Maybe wise to change the config, leave the key in the car. What do you, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know, because I don't know how long it's going to be built before build 42 comes out. If you want to try out like a high population run, I'd probably recommend doing a 4x before you do 16. Just so you can get a hang of like boarding and, you know, having a secure base. Especially if you're going to play with respawns, because securing an area is a lot more difficult with respawns enabled. Okay, that's not good. I would, however, not recommend taking illiterate. Lose the car key. Oh yeah, that's the true. I lost a bunch of car keys the last time, so that should probably give me a second here. I'll put that in the ignition and I will dump all of these keys in here. I probably won't lose the car. Yeah, I don't think illiterate's really ever worth taking, but I just did it for the meme. What do you got for me, Rotamac? Yeah, but I mean, I could make my life a ton easier if I just wasn't illiterate. It's just like a self-griefing kind of thing. I mean, I don't even need to chop that tree down, actually. What am I doing? Okay, it looks good. There's a config to do that? Oh, just in like the options, you mean? I don't know, I'd have to look at it. I won't do that on stream, but I'll do it later. Don't feel pressure. I set the gap in the LV border. I mean, more than anything, I just have to pee right now, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. Yeah, just a minute here, guys. No pressure. Can I read messages? Yeah, I saw you. Oh, well, nope. I need to pay more attention to Twitch, I think. I'm not to at that chat. Although, I think this person is a bot. I can't really tell. Alright, my bad, I'm back. Do that all the time. What do you guys think? Leah Johnson 2205? That sounds like a... Oh yeah, I just live in a 1-bedroom. Nothing crazy. I don't have no big fancy mansion. Okay, up here is where it's dangerous because I think this is where the hole in the wall begins. And I can already see the tents. So I would like to not make a ton of noise here. Meanwhile, I have my back to like everything that would potentially kill me. Sneaking in the game, it definitely helps you. If you sneak when you're hidden by a zombie, they'll go to like the last tile that they saw you. But I don't know how much sneaking would really help me here. I mean, more than anything, it lowers your footstep volume. So if you're like in a building, it's harder for them to hear you when you're outside. Helps you get there. Yeah, I have the TVs in the car though, and I was just gonna kind of place them down as little pre-cut barricades. Okay. Drop down on the floor. Have a little sit down. Crowbar rips. Yeah, I got high long blunt, so I get lots of criticals. All these one hits. They're going for the gap now? Yeah. I mean, this is for the better. I'd rather have them path to me than sit outside like that. Three red caps? Yeah, it's the red gang. Well, I was going to start on a red gang. I'm blue gang for life. Oh, there. Yep. There it is. Yeah, cutting all these trees down is going to be sketch. Especially from this angle. I hate this angle. Oh, please place it. Work with me, Virgil. He's Morgan Freeman, not Gordon Freeman. I think you got the Freemans mixed up. It's also Morgan. Yeah, you played the weird pirated version of Half-Life where he's Morgan Freeman. I mean, to be fair, Morgan Freeman's not a black guy, so. Yeah, it's got like an on at the end of it. Close enough. I should stop reading chat. I'm in a danger zone. Actually destroy the existing walls. They can't, they won't even, so even if it's like a table in a house, if you don't move the table, they won't ever attack it. Anything player built, they'll try to attack and break. Oh, build 42. Yeah, they'll be able to break these walls, I believe, in that update. I don't know about the large wood walls, though. Or, like, the brick ones. I don't know if they'll be able to break that. Seems quiet. Yeah, that's why I'm... I think it's because the walls here, so any walled area like this are... they have to, like, redistribute inside of it. Rather than, like... It's a trap, by the way. That too, so... That's why I said I was going to stop reading chat, because... It does seem a little too nice down here. Like, I'm having too easy of a time. I did come down here pretty early in the apocalypse. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Because I did that and I used the shotgun a bunch, so maybe they moved. Don't know about the barbed wire fences. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, does really anybody? There's been so little information about Build 42. In regards to the fences, at least. Yeah, I think if I got here early, the cell population might be pretty low, and then I'm not loading the cell, so it's not spawning. So maybe it's just been low. Because I came here on like the 3rd episode of this world, so that would have been within like the first week pretty much, probably even before the first helicopter. But typically when you have a big wall like this, even when I built like the wall around my main base, it made things a lot easier in terms of, because they had to redistribute to the cells that you're in rather than just directly path to you. I saw you. Or two. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot more. I don't know. Maybe they're going easy on me. There is a lot of, like, I'm not making a lot of noise, and there's a lot of trees around here too, so I don't know if maybe they just can't see me back here. But it is oddly quiet. I'm not complaining though, I'm getting so much work done. So, fun fact about bread knives is that machetes are always in the back, like a cleaver. So if you ever see like a knife impaled in the zombie, it's always a bread knife and not a machete. Yep, we're patching up the incompetence of the Kentucky government right here. How dare they leave a giant hole in the wall? I have to fix this, and then I have to fix 2 gate entrances, and then this place is secure. Yeah, that's the gap. I don't know if I should just go on foot. I did end up using those TVs. Let me get the piano stool though. Yeah, Louisville hole. I don't know how much I'll end up using this location. I don't, it depends. Let's do something about that. We're honestly, I don't know if it's best for me to actually go inside through this way. So where's that tent? Yeah, the tents are just right there. I'm a little scared about just coming out right there. That's pretty sketchy. I also don't want to have to go through all that. That looks kind of fine. I don't know. Like barely any guys over here. Yeah, where'd all the... I don't know, maybe I came here too early. And they haven't like spawned in. Some guys. Let me catch up on guys. A good place to build a base. Game starts to go to... That's because the UI elements in this game are actually loaded separately. So while I'm at 120 FPS, if I move this around, it's like jittery because it's a UI element. So like if I scroll through here or I'm like dragging any of these, they're loaded separately from the game. Okay, there's some more groups. Door is blocked. What do you mean? Well, door won't be there for very much longer. TV's here. I mean, I don't even know. I'd have to clear out all those trees. I'm just kind of going until I actually have any like trouble moving forward. Which it doesn't seem like there's all too many. At least I don't have much to worry about. There's the wall up there. It is getting dark though. Close the gates in the beginning and there will be no respawn, I think. Yeah, I need to both of these sections up here, there's two, before I can kind of fully clear it. This is like super doable though. Another bag. Freezer blocking the door. Other hunting knife. And a lighter. I didn't even need a Molotov for this. I thought it was gonna be a lot. Oh, I see why you were maybe saying TVs for this, because there's not going to be a ton of trees where I need to build. Maybe like just outside of the wall. I don't want to do this section down here first. Yeah, I think I can just get right outside and do it. This is like nothing though. And maybe since it's like closed up, they never spawned in here. This is pretty sketchy. I don't know why it's so safe. More stamina doing it that way, but I have like a lot more range and I feel better not being pressed up against the wall. Yeah, I trained so hard for that level. Imagine it actually, like, gave me a level every time. And I could actually just, like, one-shot people with, like, a pencil. And John Wick stuff. See, if I were actually pro, I would have got some rope. Let's do this right here. Gotta be fast, gotta be fast. longer I'm here, the more friends are gonna show up. Oh no, they can come in through this door, can't they? Is that really how this is? Or is it a problem? I don't know. Yeah, I'll need to just take apart the door, I think. Yeah, everything's a problem. But problems can be solved with walls. Oh yeah, there's... well, that window has the metal bars, if that's what you mean by the gates. Yeah, I was gonna do the one on the way on the other side. Let's take this door apart. Gated window? Yeah, this style window they can get through. But they'll break through that, and then they'll come in this way. Which I cannot allow to happen. What's it like in here? I don't know how I want to do this. Probably get some more logs from outside. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to go over the... well, actually, I can just go in through this way. For the time being. But now there's 2 guys coming, or 3 guys. And I'm gonna be exerted. Sit down and have a ciggy. Maybe I should let that guy smash the door a little bit more. Of course, I have to have like the windiest night when I'm doing this. I always think the wind is the zombies. which I think is intentional. Or at least it feels like the devs, like, some of these wind sounds just sound almost exactly like the zombies. Okay. Do crate, and I do wall. Pick up all these. I probably need one more log, I think. Yeah, this hasn't really been all that challenging. I thought I was gonna have to do a lot more shouting and shooting. I think this is probably because of the me just not being in this tile for so long. For this cell. Yeah, win's a win. And if the zomboids just want to let me build, then I'll take it. I should rest first. Go figure, like, the easiest wall I have to build is this wall, and then that gated community took me like 5,000 kills to even get close, and that's not even including fire. You guys are on the other side of the fence, that's fine. LV border speaks for itself. Yeah, I think, I don't, if anything, it has to probably just be because I'm like in that area so much more than I'm over here. Oh, someone's close. Where are you? I'm gonna jump a bunch of logs on this person. Maybe after I get this all put up and said and done, I'll do a little exploring the side of the wall and see just how bad it is. Oh, someone's, where are you? You guys can stay there, that's fine. Actually, they'll be in here eventually. What are you banging on? The window? You can do that, I don't care. I think they'll just bang on that forever. They have a very clear way in here. They're just not. Okay, well that should be that. Well, I'll let you guys play with your window. Yeah, I was gonna head up. Maybe the other side is terrible and this side's just easy. Okay, yeah, go that way. Sure, guys. Other side on there. Oh, you mean, yeah, I'm not worried about doing that right now. I just want to have this, because once it's fully secured, it doesn't matter if I do the other side. And for them to, they'd have to path all the way down there for whatever reason, and I don't think that will happen. Once I have this sealed, though, I just kill everything in here, and then it's good. Which it should just be up here, I think. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Because, like, for instance, my entire base area, like, there's massive sections where I haven't double walled the crates. I mean, that's the whole reason that the helicopter was so detrimental for me on the one section of the wall. Don't tell me you're just gonna do this. You're not taking any risk. Yeah, when I originally started, I double walled like everything, but it gets to a point that if you do that, you're just adding 2 nails for every tile. Then you end up using a ton more nails. Like I even did a couple of my first things with just regular fences, which take an entire other day besides the last thing. I mean, they do kind of limit you in what you can do. Nails and axes. Axes you can at least make, but nails, once they're gone, they're gone. And I almost got to a point where I needed to disassemble furniture for nails. Which would have been, that would have been a major grind. Honestly, I think they can just have that. I don't really think there's a reason to push this wall up as far as it is. This down. Yeah, I think I still need to, with how it works, I would need to build an entire other wall all the way up to the water though. So that I'll have to do a lot more planning to see how feasible it even is. If there's like some buildings or other prefab walls that I can connect it to. I don't know, we can, I mean, I'm down to do some killing in this section up here, but I have seen what the city looks like really deep in it as a 16x, and it's just, there is not an open space. It's just death, all of it's death. Where to next wall? I mean, I have the PZ map. I used PZ map to kind of get a game plan for how I would even do this. So wall is not a path wall tile. At some point I'll have to go in debug mode and probably make a video about explaining how all the little weird details about this. But if you can, as the player, if you can run into it like this and you won't go through it, that means it's impathable and you can use it to kind of block all the spawns. So that's why, like, if you sprint over a wall frame, for example, you'll like go through it, which means that the spawner or whatever will spawn stuff inside that area. I don't use cheats. Not in this world. I do have a debug version of the other world that I kind of tested stuff out in. Yeah, tell you what, after I get this wall up, I'll show you what some of this stuff looks like on debug mode. No, I have like a debug save where, like, I've seen how the spawning works, because I kind of had to know myself, you know, what I could and couldn't do. But I'm down to show you guys what it looks like under the hood. Yeah, this save file though, I don't have any reason to use cheats. Unless you consider the no sleep mod a cheat, which it is kind of cheaty, but I just didn't want to have to deal with exertion every 5 seconds, or sleepiness. Yeah, this was honestly like too easy. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. Yeah, you can use water. Yeah, I'm almost done with the wall, so I'll show you debug after this, but it's on a different save file. Usually when I get to like a checkpoint like this where it makes sense that like if this were a game that had like saves and autosaves and stuff, like realistically after you claim a new giant area like this, the game would probably autosave if it were that type of game. Yeah, no, there's just a separate file I gotta load. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, I'll show it to you before you gotta leave. So that's the last crate. Give this guy a smack for good luck. Okay, maybe you can live for today. Oh, he can definitely live, especially since my gun jammed. All right. Let's see. This is, in theory, clear. And I'll do some more looting after this, but give me a second here. So, enabling debug, I have to go here. Not Stardew Valley. You know, this is a very rare look at Virgil Stokes under the hood. But not that safe. This one. Oh, I even have different. Oh, I think I changed it for. I remember what this was. So, little known fact is there is a whole other section of the debug mode called, I think it's Dev. So a lot of people think debug mode is just these, this first cheat tile right here. But the dev side, you can actually do zombie population, and you can see all the Zeds and all the empathable objects, if I can say it right. So all of these blue tiles indicate, so the squares are like furniture pieces, for example, like a TV or a crate, and then the rectangle, that's a fence. So let me enable a couple more things here though, so I can make this a little easier to show you some stuff. So if we zoom out here, you can see this goes alongside the entire wall, and there's no empty squares along the whole thing. So now we're in the main section up here, and again there's no empty squares anywhere. And for your question about water, it's really slow because I'm going fast, so I'm sure it looks pretty shitty on screen. There's some water over here. The water is also a blue tile, and I even did some crates over here so you can kind of see if I used water alongside this, then they wouldn't be able to spawn inside of here because it's aligned with all the blue, so nothing can spawn in. And it doesn't matter how large or how small of a space it is, because as you can see, this entire inner area here, all the Zeds are just kind of stuck here on the outside. And as long as there's no spaces anywhere, they can't get in. So, and all these rectangle bits, I'll zoom in back on where I'm at, are once again fences. If I can find a fence somewhere. And they can't path through that. Yeah, but like, since you can run through it like this, and that means you can't get through it, but if I were to, for instance, where's the build sheet? Oh, I already have build sheet. timed actions. Let's do a fence. So you can see me on the map right here. If I build fences, it doesn't do anything. You can just path over it even when you're sprinting. And that means that the Zeds can path over it too. This is helpful. Nobody ever mentioned water or spawn proof in any video that I watched. Yeah, I mean, I think there was at one point in the game where it didn't allow you to do it that way. I don't know. I do remember seeing some weird, funky stuff about that. Along with there used to be a glitch where if you built a catwalk over your walls, so for example, if I do a crate here, you can see how it spawns in the little blue tile, right? But there used to be a glitch if you built stairs and then you went and built a floor tile over top of these, that it would negate the spawn proofing below it. But that's since been patched. You don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff with this, but basically the foolproof way of seeing if you can path is if you can run into it and you can't get through it, that means you're fine. But like if I show wall frame doesn't show up and you can run through them. So if you can run through them, the zombies can run through them. The only instance that that's not really true is if you have the frames like this where you can technically run through it, but you do like the falling animation when you go over. So, but this is obviously fine because the crate is in the way. But yeah, overall, that's what I would do. And most of the stuff you see online shows people using these log walls, and these are terrible to make. I would never make these because it takes 4 logs to make this, which is like, I mean, you know, it's a craftable. It doesn't take nails. It just requires 4 logs, which means you would have to cut down minimum like 2 medium trees to be able to make 1 tile. Whereas if you had the same amount of logs that go into this, you can make 4 crates. Which, just for perspective, is like, I did 4 log walls there. It's the same amount. So, you get a lot more bang for your buck if you're using some nails. Yeah, it takes cloth too, but the thing with cloth is that you can just kill zombies and they obviously respawn, so there's not really a shortage of cloth anywhere. They don't use nails, yeah, I mean, that's what I said. So, it's somewhat renewable, I guess, but you'll be using way more axes. You'll be, you know, way more exerted. You're gonna have to carry logs all over the place. And like I've already almost run out of wood axes just doing what I'm doing in this world, and I'm nowhere close to being done. But this one, I think it was a checkpoint right when I got to the end of the wall. But yeah, as you can see, there's no spaces anywhere. Every once in a while, there's probably like a TV or somewhere. Oh, you're out here too? Hey, good night. I guess I don't know. Should I end it here too? I feel like I kind of achieved what I wanted for this one. These are pro tips. Yeah, I haven't showed this aspect of it on stream yet. Yeah. I think honestly I probably should end it here since I already went into debug mode and kind of did this. This is a good spot to end it. Yeah. Also, if you want to see a little funny thing before you head out, I get the shotgun out of here. You can see just how many Zeds path to you whenever you use it. Where's my shotgun at? I'll zoom out here. Oh, that wasn't nearly as many. Okay. That's starting to look a little nice. Yep, still have to kill more Zeds in the checkpoint, just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll do that tomorrow. I mean, I feel like spawning in right where I'm at is honestly a pretty good starting point, because I have to clear that out, and then I'll also have some time to think about what I have to do next. Yeah. I'm gonna make some dinner, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm gonna call it here as well. This is a pretty good stream, Hope you guys had fun watching. I'll see you.